Adofonom ya mamunya na akwa babie we Ekosiisen dwumadi no so eni ha ya sempa 94.7 FM. This is officially Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social, current affairs talk show. It's your GJA radio political program of the year. Many say Bonsu. Let me once again thank the production team so much. And say the Munina Dominic Kisiyaboa is the lead producer. Nana Chumberema, Jackson Osei in Tiamwa, Eric Opare, and Queen Star Japan. They make up the production team for this award-winning show. 6:30 p.m. Media no eba ewiye enche yana na komea shase edi and comment. That's the first part of your conversation. No, yana no ewia would also have lawyer Sami Jemfi join us on press conference and pay Omoye Obekaya, General Secretary of the NDC, Johnson Esedun Ketia, and the address press. No, they were heavy on the Ejapa deal and in Samoa Aba Ewo. Enche Yebekwa Homano so ne yedin kobo. Unim se, and I know the special prosecutor at the ne corruption risk assessment report on the Japano Eba Betoja. Now, or they buy somewhere in there, or the status report on some investigations are all year. No Airbus, the no account our ball former President Dean Ewum specifically, and I'm sure my former president reacted on one of the campaign rounds. Enra Enayensa Eka, another statement from the office of the special prosecutor signed by Martin ABK Amidu. Now, essentially, not the all Kenya, and it said. Say former president braver or saying Your Excellency the wise and brave former President John Mahama, man up, wise up, and be brave enough to come with two lawyers of your own choice to be cautioned and interrogated by this office to demonstrate your valor and wisdom as not being elected government official one, and also as not being the first guarantor to Samuel Adam Mahame's passport application. Lawyer Edudzi Tamakloe, a member of the legal team of the NDC. Lawyer Kwaba, Ekosiisen so ni bibi aboko de.
Menya obi mechiao echa with people na any Dominic.
Yo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Here for so eje so. Enti except of the special prosecutor letter and I'm kind that specific paragraph about say former president and lawyers mienu emra say unsura na omra for interrogation and he should be presented with the evidence as special prosecutor Ikra bibi amobe advise the former president say won't take his move no
with the another discrimination yes the for sabe in some phones do or memoha
adentia
Sia me also uwe ucho na report to Homa IGP Obeko.
So o kasa me report me ho a.
Me say uwe ucho na fa sia Airbus can ye bua na report to o report to ho a obebisa say crime be ana Omaimuha, ye organize Omaino according to laws. Omaimuha, ye were the the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 30.
Yes.
And enema police to me, so reach me actual and
that's true.
Constitutional yedebo mine was it so what you will be immediately no share the reason for the arrest in the language of Otiasi. Namani who say he has a right to a lawyer and he has a right to remain silent. And which of these Amidu is operating with? So your law.
Yes.
Section 28 of the Office of the Special Prosecutor Act 959 say the office, an officer, and I say the special prosecutor has the powers of a police officer,
Mm-hmm.
as provided for under Act 30. That's in Section 28 of the law establishing the office. The office is not a personal property of Martin Amidu. No, I can say, or have a different set of rules of engagement. It's an office established by an act of parliament. So you go in accordance with the act. You don't do any one of them. No, but simply see, no, you may treat this, you may discuss me. I mean, look, maybe I'm a count. Special prosecutor, this is not the first time they have it or Mamuha. We name CPP Brighter Quickly. Told me to know a one time special prosecutor.
Yeah, Bright Akwete, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
When me say Senior Sassijima, no a deputy special prosecutor.
Mm.
In fact, there is this case, Republic versus Appear. No a special prosecutor.
Okay.
In the account say or investigating Coles Motors. Or end up no a Jessica. I want a Ghana Commercial Bank account. I was London. You can't see a big prosecution or Ghana Echo London. What I say? So the office no, and yeah, dear, after Ghana, you have experimented. We've tried the office of the special prosecutor before. Emra Edda Ejuma Oyenano. Sebe, what evidence? And in fact, Ocean Act no crana, suspicion is enough for him to investigate the matter.
Yeah.
Into Ocean, the maker of the law is the allegation or suspected corruption or corruption related offense. Who was that to? Parliament in the amount. John Mahama is not above the laws of this country. Anna.
Yeah, that's true.
We are applying the rule of law. Anna.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have reasonable basis that is suspicion of the commission of a crime, you trigger your powers. So Mahama is a law-abiding citizen.
In terms of say or trigger the power, no more expectation is anka or best send a formal invite to the former president.
Whatever for. What's important is that me, as a private legal practitioner,
yes,
police for our framing, bring your client. We are investigating him for this offense. Sometimes my friend policeman is Mr. And then we were caught into which me arrest schedule another day. I'm in the Panako. Yoko. I'm in the Panako. In fact, there are instances where I'm here MP. Intimate director, normal call, speaker hall. Normal throw letter no, through the speaker. Now, many the clients, if you are MP, me I call speakers conference room, police for no better. Sometimes from Yoko, sometimes from the forensic financial unit. Some about me I take your statement. Some question or my question. We are or a member of parliament. I'm so okay. You better granting the bill, self cognizant. Near you, near call. You hear one, near prayer, near call back. That has been the rules of engagement. In fact, Martin Amidu office, just behind the EcoBank, Ewo Laboni. Medical H.E. John Dramani Mahama office is a walking distance. After 3 zones, and one is we do office home. Too sana more idea. How many namho ye kwakwasa. Sakopano yamwa.
But lawyer, say you shano from and as you put issues in context, that context no would be say in the report, corruption risk assessment report on the Japan, and or the shame status of that investigation. Onemi, former President Mahama, in his own words, as the one who is government official one, and or they so say because of elections, any time a woman in Tino, or Kase or meba, Ejudi, Mami question. So Kase or carry on with investigations now, and Shana and Kwan. The former president, in reacting, no, Ed there, and he said, so when who anything wrong, he should go ahead and investigate him. And man in train election be ade. And he comes back in a statement and make kind this paragraph or say, His Excellency former President Mahama cannot pick and choose from the Japan Royalties Limited report. The last sentence in the first paragraph on page 54 of the report offered former President Mahama the opportunity to voluntarily come forward and make a caution statement in the following words. Enti Ose, quote, the former president has also not offered to make any voluntary statement to this office, despite the publication of an alleged interview containing admissions purportedly made by the former president to a Daily Graphic reporter without the full voice recording, which in the meantime remains just hearsay. Enti, would the former president heed to Sir win and take opportunity of Sir voluntary, going to the special prosecutor office to put down a statement?
You see, Obi, Miss position, I can't be. So, my muha, the yard for answer for. Yet your my muha, you, February 2019. No man penny,
Asempa FM.
Every fair Airbus Academy, Emma Martina, Anna.
That's true.
From that time, 2019 February, Martin was on in San Pedro Mahama.
Not that we know of.
So, on what basis is he using the election as a excuse? February 2019. Wona wadanfo ototo mucho na nado danko bipado. I say investigate Airbus matter. Uvi ye na otro kanta ekoma SFO ewo UK. And SFO what you say? Said you omudo your investigation. Airbus was the issue. So effectively almost ignore.
Asempa FM.
Your mutual legal assistance program, your name English for you, and also one year. It's your year to cover your script, and it's a Oko Circuit Court Judge F Party. Eko G, a warrant for arrest. The warrant for arrest, John Mahama was not among the listed persons or there were 3 individuals. John Mahama was not among them. So on what basis would he come to your office voluntarily? Sir Ekobas there, who called Circuit Court, Accra, Ekoji arrest warrant. Who the make home? H.E. John Dramani Mahama, you are the 4th accused person. This is the warrant of arrest. Then H.E. John Dramani Mahama, under the laws of this republic, or who can say Obe approach you. February 2019 to date, on to one free Nipana da. What? First of all, Obian Small say, Koye risk assessment, Ewe Japan. Which man? Obi.
Dabi.
Which man?
No.
In the case of the Airbus, it was President Akufo-Addo who referred it to him to do it.
Absolutely.
Ejapa Obi Sumano. Una uko biebie efuno in the way who was samai. President your reporter. Na ode H.E. John Dramani Mahama Graham. Obviously for partisan end. Because John Mahama, anyway, in the Ghana, Oko circuit court, the expertise. Onya warrant na Lady Judge no a grantee. You brought it to the Interpol office. It was CID. A creative impression to say it was an international arrest warrant. In the proof, he said no. Circuit court Accra here, and our court here, and our deba Interpol office. A war and cry has it. At the time, all this Interpol way they buy Adams Mahama, or to London Abrochi, SFO office and one Finiho. He had never been arrested by the SFO of the UK. Never. Also, think Kraha a ye did it. Now, there you have Stephen Crown and they say, Obi, one hour sorry ye. Adams Mahama, and for play, no umbra. Proud to this, you have never even engaged the man, but you went to the circuit court. After what we said, you have a very useless arrest warrant, you know. We said the man, what friend, commission was landing. Someone for car, and Konishi. Now, one may keep plane available, one of the comedy of error. When you, the lawyer, Adams Mahama lawyer for Hector self, the deferred prosecution agreement, you are not a party to it. 2, the deferred prosecution agreement, Omar established any criminal wrongdoing against me. If not, they would have been prosecuted, particularly Adams. From the time the lawyers of Adams Mahama, Etro letter Amidu, Bisanise were responding now. Oh yes, I'm marina. All was that Obian Small, busybody, idle person. And I'll call you a Japan investigation. And I why indicted the cousin to the president. So in order to even us level the two political parties in that is own draw John Dramani Mahama Abraham. The minimum say, woman are your lawyer. There's nothing like police invitation under Act 30. A arrest. Power of arrest. When a parliament passes the office of the Special Prosecutor Act, almost repeating the same thing in section 28, you have that power. You not even trigger. Look, if it's a case, said you Obi, what on sa after 80 and one qua by correspondences, Ubit Nyaka to O A B C D. Now, Martinami do not be any say. Sa o nifi ye no. Sana 80 John Dramani Mahama ete. Mahama is a very busy person. Obunehu. Or a very busy person. Sometimes we do no office to even get access to him. We ask them. Martin, but it's all because wada. Only she and yes, sir, Obi said you, and then Obi Opa tell me say John Dramani Mahama editio ebobi sebio ekumuna Ghana police for Beka say yentie ne numasem because you're a presidential candidate.
No.
Is that the logic in town?
I don't think so. But also in the latest...
So, Obi, why are we encouraging this? Obi, you are a very senior journalist, okay? Why are we encouraging this? Is it because it's John Mahama?
No.
You are a student of law. First of all, when we say, per our constitutional arrangement, H.E. John Dramani Mahama, he enjoys immunity from criminal prosecution. You know it.
Yeah, for a period of time.
What period of time?
Is it
forever, till he dies. Go and read your constitution. You don't even know.
No, you cannot you cannot charge him criminally. Is it not after 3 years of leaving office? And
You see.
within the first 3 years, which is which?
Obi, the man enjoys immunity from criminal prosecution.
Forever.
Has been triggered. Go and read your Article 57 and all those activities constitutional provisions. You can't do anything to him. It's a closed chapter. It's much ado about nothing. And your politics will not me to again.
No, you are saying, lawyer, sir, for example, because I will share Martin Amidu in that Ejapa report now. He makes the point, sir, further investigations, according to him, further investigations approve, sir, the government official once stated in the deferred prosecution agreement, is none other, in his own words, than John Dramani Mahama. One fa evidence why he's saying so, but in Enra's statement, statement, he attempted to, put out some information. And information is our guarantee one Samuel Adam Mahama and all of that. When was our evidence?
I have that letter.
Okay.
So is the investigation about guaranteeing for a passport or about the Airbus scandal? In this country, there's nothing like vicarious criminal liability. So, Nimza.
That's true.
They say, "Oh, be where the money." Near say, "Your coach or yere." And I say, "Obi, so near beer, why bonnet?" Near say, "A barbecue." It is said his problem with Mahama and then he said were provided as guarantor for passport acquisition.
Yes.
It's a different matter. Why are you situating that within the Airbus conversation? The Airbus matter is specific.
But are you saying, sir, any linkage? Because maybe to him, be able to identify.
I am saying, sir,
yes,
the deferred prosecution agreement.
Yes.
You interrogated it.
Yes, we've done that.
The approved judgment by the Crown Court, presided over by Dame Victoria Sharp. You have it. Was there any issue about passport acquisition?
No, but to establish who government official one is, not say a car in that agreement, the deferred prosecution agreement say, or yes, or need so and so a relationship. Can't you put 1 and 2 together to know who the person is?
Can I ask you a simple question?
Meet your lawyer.
Okay, the deferred prosecution agreement.
Yes.
The approved judgment.
Yes.
Was there anywhere that it was stated the government official was paid £1 sterling?
No. That's not the point I'm making. No. And yet it was not stated.
No, I'm asking you a simple question.
No, that was not stated in there.
Anywhere?
No.
So if the primary documents of the investigation and say Edudzi, either as the defense minister then or the deputy finance minister who presented the credit facility relative to the purchase of the CASA 295 to Parliament, Parliament approved it July 2011. And incidentally, at that time, the Attorney General, whose office proffered the legal opinion on this matter, was headed by the same Martin Amidu. And
that's true.
The head of the Air Force, only the technical team, Soldier 4 technical team, Omoko Seville, Spain, for the purpose of manufacturing these aircraft. So you see, on any Air Force commander. Oh, Martin, SMEC, Oko Air Force. Obitiniyo, Oko Air Force. Echo Ministry of Defense. Echo for all the documents involving the transaction. Look, I have it on record. Where you, Martin Amidu, the president asked to find out the status of this Ejapa deal. Your response was that you did not have investigators. Now, with police investigators, they have been recalled back to the Ghana Police Service. What happened next? The president summoned the IGP and the CID boss. How come Amidu does not have investigators? Eventually, the police officers were asked to go back. What Martin doesn't know, you say, everything that goes up in his office, I know. In fact, to the extent, say, he had an issue with one of the police women relative to this same investigation. So if there's pressure on you and you are getting frustrated, you don't transfer that frustration on John Dramani Mahama. You see, Obi, what can I say? US of A recently, impeachment proceedings against Donald Trump. About Bonte said, senior army officer B, a conversation between Donald Trump and the president of Ukraine. Not Trump. A challenge there. Omo institute investigation against Hunter Biden. Okay.
Yes.
And that he needed that investigation so you'll be on the campaign platform to use corruption against Joe Biden. It's the same thing that is playing out. It's the same thing that is playing out. Obi, anything America say, in any civilized, decent democracy, if you have evidence that Edudzi are committing an offense, you don't come out with excuses. Oh, it's an election. He has bought himself a political destiny by becoming flag bearer. Did John Mahama know, say, there'll be an Airbus report? Obi. John Dramani Mahama, no one say Airbus reports the Beba. In 2016, our contest is Biono. No one say Airbus reports the Beba. And I will be here for them.
Lawyer, the other thing.
And then Martin Cassie John Mahama to voluntarily come out. NDC supporters sending it. So the very issue I know Odin said he wants to avoid NCBU. Because there's no way Martin Amidu, John Dramani Mahama, Bekasila, voluntarily, or call Martin Amidu office, then I'm a supporters Bekati at Naski. Okay, those days. BNI invited Rolling.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You remember what happened around the immigration office or no? Sebi. Even police for invited Ken Japan those days. MPP supporters anchor the street. And now Obi to say John Mahama. So what is he talking about? It's not Amidu Kase or invited Mahama. His supporters will still be there. Does it mean that the rule of law should not operate? And unfortunately, we are having to discuss this incompetence. You have the full powers given to you, the powers of a police officer. Look, recently, Abronye, Eko Kansem saying the far 81 or the call police. Obi, me wahona police CID for FRM. So we name H in the office. And so they want to go there for some statement to be taken. So I gave them the direction. Some are could take his statement. What is your be at it? Until them no can't ask them away. It was done quietly.
But Edudzi, my memory has a question.
So Onipana or talking about caution. Onim the Juma.
No, but that's a debate for another day. Now me person me busa this question, sir.
No, it's because you are not happy, Semaka.
Oh no, why shouldn't?
No question of debate.
Edudzi, why shouldn't I be happy?
No, I don't know.
Let me ask my question and then we can proceed.
Of your act, giving you the full powers of a police officer, you have not even triggered the office, the power. And how one thing.
No, but you've said, sir. I mean, this whole case, is dead ab initio because at the end of the day, the Constitution and Kasakra and Makwai for any criminal prosecution against.
Have you had the benefit of looking at your Constitution?
No, and it's the point we are coming to now. In the Article 57 now, the articles 57, 4, 5, and I think 6. As way of education, you are a practicing lawyer. Also, without prejudice to the provision of Article 2 of this Constitution, and subject to the operation of the prerogative rights, the President shall not, while in office, be liable to proceedings in any court for the performance of his functions, or for any act done or omitted to be done, or purported to be done, or purported to have been done, or purporting to be done in the performance of his functions under this Constitution or any other law. 5, let's say, the President shall not, while in office as President, be personally liable to any civil or criminal proceedings in court. 6, let's say, civil or criminal proceedings may be instituted against a person within 3 years after his ceasing to be President, in respect of anything done or omitted to be done by him in his personal capacity before or during his term of office, notwithstanding any period of limitation except where the proceedings had been legally barred before he assumed the office of President. 6 was what I was referring to, but now I do not really remember the real construct of what the Constitution says. What's your understanding of 6?
But says 6 also within 3 years.
Absolutely.
Has the 3 years not elapsed?
But that was the point I was making. Just okay, say, yentimi em prosecuting the cra. That really is not what the Constitution says.
Are you sure you just the idea what kind of OTS?
No, and America say, say within 3 years, he can be right.
So immediately upon leaving office.
Yes.
Na uwo ABCD say waya. Uwo ho kwan.
Yes, so within 3 years, you can do. After 3 years, you cannot. That's the point I was making. Say it is not true. Say, free president, I won't me.
3 years or
no, we are not within the 3 years. We are not within. So now you cannot. No, say initially, you made the point. Say the man cannot be prosecuted because or a former president. And I maybe bear must say, is it true? Say a totally and answer there are some time. Within a period.
Make us say the 3 years has elapsed. Make us say the immunity provisions have been triggered. Office, 3 years and term.
Okay, if maybe I did not get that way, but if that's what you meant there, then we are all on the same page. Into no need to stretch that further.
It's not more than almost 4 years, sir.
Yeah, it's almost 4 years. Almost 4 years, yes.
So what are we discussing? Where's the point of conclusion?
Okay, from the word go, this whole investigation from the special prosecutor Bibiano should not even come up.
May can say this one Martin Amidu way. Amanyosem. Now okay, the latest letter no crana and then who says Statesman newspaper I highlighted. You are talking about vote. Obi, let us not forget this. In 2016, around this time, Martin Amidu a video urging Ghanaians to vote against John Mahama. Or you have forgotten?
Yes.
So he wants to remain relevant as far as this election is concerned. What he did in 2016, and one more person here in 2020. Nothing more, nothing else. Obi, me Edudzi Tamakloe hai. Mansuma Martin Amidu say, onkoye corruption risk assessment on the Japa. Me yes sure say, President Akufo-Addo and so I can't tell no so onkoye bibi. Onankasa net na okoye survey. Now so why you bibi a political ramification to the president today? It's not a say on train Mahama and Beckham. Obi, first of all, when you say, and yeah, dear mate me about Kwedu, and Beckham mean to win master.
Yeah.
And
that's true.
In the case of Ejapa, there have been exchanges of documents from the minister, Martin Amidu, and what have you. And on the basis of that, he analyzed and came to a conclusion. Has there been any formal exchanges between John Mahama and Martin Amidu? You have not even taken that professional step. Nakasu, mature letter. Look, there are instances where Mimi Klein, Omoho, Yoko, Betroy, Krata, that you are an interest in this investigation. So, pursuant to so provision of the Yoko Act, submit so documents and information to us. At least they've given you a hearing. And
yes.
So who decided to own comply? In this case, you have not even taken the preliminary step of even a formal engagement. The last time you went to court in the circuit court as party, you never mentioned John Mahama's name as an accused person. And that arrest warrant with the command DID. Why? You've not taken any of these steps. The only thing is that you put the man's name. Obi.
Okay.
We are building a democracy. It may be John Mahama today. I don't know whether it will be you tomorrow. Let the playing field be fair.
Be fair.
That's all.
Lawyer.
Martin Amidu, actual letter, ama HE, and now what ignore no, anabibia. I will not even have the courage to even speak to you. You've not done any one of this. Then you are inviting us to discuss absurdity. That's all. You can come to my office. What Martin Amidu or this in the office no a shrine na.
Lawyer Godwin Edudzi Tamakloe. Ma me na ase bibia ne yebese aba bedi nkomo bio. Why? And he's a member of the NDC's legal team, Lawyer Godwin Edudzi Tamakloe. And I'm